John Cena, he auditioned for the role of his life, and Twitter is going crazy. So he auditioned to be Steve in the reboot of Blue's Clues.
I can do better than John Cena. Watch me. So, we need to figure out what Blue wants with her snack. Blue's clues are a straw, a cup, and a cow. Make. Cows make milk. You're right. Cows do make milk. We can put the milk into the cup that Blue can drink with the straw. Yeah, milk. That's the answer. Blue wants milk poured in a cup. Okay, I didn't know that part. So, we need to figure out what Blue wants with her snack. And that's the answer. And then we're good. You can't really fit a cow into a cup, can you? What do you guys think Blue wants with her snack? A cow can't really... Coco didn't deserve the best animation Grammy Oscar. I wish that we had more time with Obama. I think that was pretty good though.
What in the world is he doing? Anyways, my name is Skylar and I'll be hosting this week's episode of Studio A with Ben. We'll be talking what's trending in music, TV, and film. In addition, we have another Blaze Report, sketch, and an interview with one of the professors in the media department. It's another episode of Studio A.
And it starts now.
Welcome to Studio A, MCTV's original variety show. Starring Ben Ward, Eliza Grata, Juliana Zattering, an original Partyboi sketch, the first installment of Tony on the Green, and your guest for the evening. From the media department, it's Professor Adam Zaretsky. Welcome your hosts for the evening, Ben Ward and Skyler Caruso.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Studio A. I'm your host, Ben Ward, and joining me tonight is class of 2021, Skylar Caruso. Good to have you, Skylar.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Of course, I know you've wanted to come behind camera for a while. And
yeah, I mean, normally I'm behind the camera, so to come in front of it
is
a nice little change. Yeah. So I'm definitely excited to be here.
Awesome.
It's going to be a good show.
Recently you were showcased in Maris for the Record for your work with 17 Magazine. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, so I've actually been working with 17 Magazine for the past 5 years now. Oh, wow. So I kind of started off as we called it a teen correspondent. Mm-hmm. That was my job. So freshman year, going into freshman year of high school, I was sent to the Teen Choice Awards, and I got to cover the red carpet for them. They didn't have anyone covering, and they knew I was going out there, so I suggested, what if we did this idea of teens covering teens at the Teen Choice Awards, and they thought that was a really great idea. So I went and I covered social media for them. Mm-hmm. So I basically took pictures, interviewed celebrities, got quotes, sent them over to my editor, and it was a really big hit because the talent felt like they were able to connect with someone else who was a teen, someone their age, so they felt a little more comfortable.
That's
we were
great.
getting good answers. And the viewers and the followers were really loving it. So ever since then, as I got older, social media became bigger, more responsible. They trusted me more. They've been sending me things ever since. So I've covered all things from music festivals, concerts, award shows. Most recently, I did the Grammys, which was really exciting.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It was a nice step up from the Teen Choice Awards.
Still, that's more than I was doing my freshman year of high school.
And then another highlight was definitely, I would say, probably the VMAs, MTV Video Music Awards.
Yeah, that's very cool.
That was really cool, a nice challenge. And I've got Coachella coming up, which we're going to be talking about later in the show.
Yeah.
So that was also really amazing. But also being a communications major, I'm not taking any of these experiences for granted. Mm-hmm. I'm soaking up every moment because a lot of people really think it's about the celebrities, all they see is the glitz, the glam, the red carpet,
Yeah,
but there's
yeah.
so much work that goes in behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah,
all the
I can imagine.
research. I really have to know my stuff because people who are next to me are like business professionals,
Yeah.
so I have to be just as read up on everything as they are too, to prove myself. And so
And it sounds like you have.
It takes a lot, and it's been a lot of fun, and I'm definitely learning a lot. So
That's awesome.
I can't wait to see what else is to come. Yeah.
And what can you tell us about For the Record?
So really being a part of that whole initiative was really cool, really inspiring just to see all the other students that were selected as well. I was really honored to be asked to be in it, to be a nominee, but also to see everyone else that was in it was really cool.
Yeah.
Because to see people that you see every single day walking to their classes, in the dining hall, in the same classes as you.
You have no idea, like...
No idea their story.
Yeah.
And then you see it on the wall and you're like, wait, what? You did what?
You read this about
Yeah.
them. Like, I see a lot of people up there that I know, and then I see a lot of people that I don't, and I hear these interesting stories, like these crazy things that people are doing.
Definitely.
It's so cool.
I mean, even for me, like, I like to keep things kind of private to myself. Like, I don't really go around saying, like, what I do. So, like, a lot of my friends were like, wait, you were at the Grammys? I was like, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
They were like, wait, why did you tell me? And so, like, it just kind of, it gave everyone a voice for, like, who didn't want to actually share it,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
person if it doesn't come up. But yeah, I thought they did a really, really good job. Tara did a great job, Goodman,
Yeah.
and Ken was amazing.
Yeah,
as
shout
well.
out to all of them and everyone who worked on For the Record. It was a beautiful production. Unfortunately, it's not up anymore, but you can see it on their website, as we'll talk about later.
Yeah, so now we're going to be moving on to what's trending in music. So it's almost that time of year again. We are quickly approaching the official kickoff of festival season with Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival, the highly anticipated and most talked about music festival of the year. The 2-weekend festival begins on Friday, April 13th, and it will be held in Indio, California at the Empire Polo Club. Coachella may be a music festival, but since its first run in 1999, it has grown in popularity to epic proportions that's not just about the music, but a culture all its own. Now it's all about the fashion, the celebrities and their posse who attend, the art installations, and of course, the famous pool parties. Music, fashion, fun, and sun, all in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. I'm very jealous that you're going. I've wanted to go to Coachella and like any music festival pretty much for a while.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty amazing just because I'd say you don't even have to be a music fan to go. I mean, it is a music festival, so I mean, it would be nice to have a little interest in music.
Yeah.
But lately, it's been more about who's attending, the parties, social media, and fashion is a huge one as well.
Just being there too is just like you're at Coachella.
Yeah.
It's a big event. I mean,
No, it's very exciting, especially because the headliners this year are amazing. Do you know who's headlining? Do you by any
I've
chance
heard
say?
some people.
Okay, so we have.
Do you want to read them off?
We have The Weeknd.
That's awesome.
On a Friday night to kick things off. So
And he might drop music
Yes.
this Friday, so you
that's
could
very
hear some
exciting.
of that.
Yeah,
some
very
of his
exciting
new
to see what he
music.
does. Saturday night we have Beyonce.
The Queen.
Yeah, Queen
Bless
Bee.
her.
She's back. She was actually supposed to perform last year, but because she was pregnant with the twins, she wasn't able to. So
But you get to see her at the Grammys perform. Wait,
She didn't. Oh wait, did you perform at the Grammys?
or was that a different? I don't know.
I don't know.
I remember at one awards show.
Yeah, but no, it's very exciting to see that, especially because we were like kind of upset that she had to cancel last year.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
now she's back. She promised she'd be back, and so that'll be very exciting to see what she brings to the table, as well as Eminem on Sunday night,
That's
which
awesome.
is pretty cool because Eminem just dropped in December actually his new album Revival. So
Yeah,
it'll be cool to
first
see.
in like 4 years, I think.
Yeah, so it should be pretty cool to see what he brings to the table.
Yeah, he always has a lot of energy.
Definitely.
Who are you most excited to see?
Of course, Beyonce.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But
Yeah, stupid question.
yeah, aside from the headliners, though, they have some pretty cool people. Cardi B is performing, so
And her album will be out before that too. I think it comes out April 6th. So
yeah,
I get
and
to hear that.
she's definitely full of energy. I love
Oh,
her.
yeah, yeah.
She's such a character. I've actually seen her
Definitely.
on a couple carpets, and she's just so
so
real,
cool.
like so fun, like such a nice person. You can really tell.
Good like presence too.
Totally,
You definitely know when she's there.
And Migos is going to be there too.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I know she's dating Offset,
Yep.
so that'll be maybe they'll do something together, which will be really cool.
Yeah, that would be really cool. They can get a collab going.
And Post Malone is also going to be performing, and SZA. So I'm really excited to see all of that.
Yeah, I'm seeing SZA this summer actually.
Oh, really?
Which I'm excited for.
Where?
Yeah. In Saratoga, they're doing her whole label with Kendrick and Schoolboy Q. They're doing a whole tour. So gonna go see them all. I'm very excited.
That should be exciting. She's
Yeah.
a really good performer. So I'm also pretty excited about the whole fashion thing too, because I'm a communications major, but I also, of course, have an interest in fashion. So Coachella is definitely the scene for all of that. But
yeah, that's very cool.
They're everything from like boho, flower crowns, to now glitter everything. Like I feel like the boho kind of look, that's like your traditional Coachella.
Yeah.
But and I feel like that's how it's been like since the beginning. But now it's kind of drifted more to like glitter and like denim, which is really cool. Everyone's just kind of there doing their own thing. There's like different characters.
And there's still a lot of people doing boho, kind of keeping to the tradition.
People are doing everything. Like also just because it's like Coachella, and if it's people's like first time going, they're like, oh, I have to do the flower crown thing. I have to do this, and this. So, so it'll be exciting to see what trends rise this year. So that's
yeah, you'll get to see it firsthand. It's awesome.
Definitely. And another thing that's actually pretty cool at Coachella are like they have these art installations, which is a major piece of Coachella that I don't know if a lot of people know about them. But there's like these sculptures throughout like the whole grounds at Coachella.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and they have like these like really tall, like 6-story, or maybe taller. It might have been like 12 stories or something. Sometimes they play music in them. Like you go in them, they're interactive.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a great place to do it too. Like that is the place to put your art, especially if it's interactive.
So artsy too.
Yeah.
Like everything about Coachella is artsy. One really cool thing that they had, it's pretty recurring. It's like this balloon sculpture that like flows, like free-flowing balloon, like it's like a chain of balloons.
Oh, that's
and like
cool.
people just like take turns holding the balloon thing. So like if you let it go, I think it'll fly away, but everyone just like holds on to it. So
like
we'll see if that'll be back. So that's exciting.
Yeah,
but
that'd be very cool.
yeah, overall I'm excited, and maybe I'll be back to tell you all about it.
Please do. Hope you have a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Well, this year's Oscars were full of indie films and what I thought were some pretty predictable winners. Nonetheless, I'd say that I agree with most of the awards given, and we're here to talk about them. So, which films did you see of the Oscar nominations?
Okay, so I saw I, Tonya, I saw Coco, and I saw Greatest Showman.
I haven't seen that yet, and I really want
Greatest
to.
Showman?
Yeah, I've been wanting to.
Wow, oh my gosh, I thought that was, honestly, I thought it was so good. I can't believe it didn't win, like, more than...
Yeah, maybe get nominated for more things.
Yeah.
It won Best Original Song, pretty sure.
Right. This Is Me.
Yeah.
Very good. I'm a big fan of Zendaya. I thought Zendaya did a really good job,
great.
you know, as a Disney star to now be an Oscar nominee is just something
that's
like
amazing.
it's so incredible, and she's so young too. She's like our age or something like that. So
Yeah, I think
imagine
so.
being nominated for an Oscar or winning
Right
an
now,
Oscar.
right? Yeah. That'd be crazy.
Very cool. And of course Zac Efron. I don't know if you can relate, but I love Zac Efron, and he just did such a great job. And Hugh Jackman, of course, so amazing.
Going back to his Broadway days, singing, and
Definitely.
I was excited to see that, but I need to get around to it.
Definitely, you should see that. What did you get to see?
I saw all the Best Picture nominations. It was kind of hard because they were all indies. I really wish that The Florida Project got nominated, but it didn't.
Right, I
was
heard
sad
a lot
about.
of people sharing
It's okay.
that same opinion.
I saw that one twice in theater, so that one was great. I saw Coco, which I loved.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't think it should have won Best Animated because I talked about this on the last episode or 2 episodes ago. There was a film that was all hand painted over 6 years about Vincent Van Gogh's life, and I thought that was just incredible the way they did that. So I thought from an animation standpoint, it should have won, but the story I don't think was as good as Coco. Coco was beautiful.
Oh,
it was
so
amazing.
beautiful. I actually saw that recently, like only a couple weeks ago, actually. On the way back from spring break on the plane, they had it on the plane, and I was like, you know what? I've always wanted to see this in the theater. I just didn't get around to it.
It was so good.
I'm like, I'm just gonna force myself to watch it because so I did, and oh my god, I like fell in love with it. The character and everything. It was
so good.
So well done.
Such a great Disney movie.
Yeah, I mean, like I took Spanish in middle school, and literally we always learned about like the Day of the Dead and like the skull, like the candy skulls, and like to see all that like kind of come to life in the movie.
Yeah, it was very beautiful, very colorful.
It was bringing back memories. It was just so, it was just like I hadn't learned about it. as much as I did watching the film. So I thought it was really, really well done. I thought it deserved it.
And I, Tanya, that was much better than I thought it would be, honestly. Like, considering the subject, kind of like redneck, controversial
Sore
events.
subject, definitely controversy. But very cool with the Olympics coming around, with the Olympics just happening.
Yeah,
So it was good timing with all of that. I love Allison Janney.
The acting was amazing in that.
And she won the Oscar.
Yeah, and I really wanted her to. She was my first choice for winning that Oscar. And she, like, when she threw the knife at her, that was crazy.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I was
so
like,
insane, honestly.
yeah, their relationship was so turbulent, it was crazy.
Yeah, so was that all the movies you saw, or did you see?
Yeah, I saw some other ones. There were some I didn't get to see.
To be honest, I would have liked to see a little more. I'm probably gonna go back and watch. I like to watch all the ones that have won now. I mean, because sometimes like it's hard to pick like which ones you think are gonna win.
Did you see any of the Best Picture nominations? Like The Shape of Water, Get Out.
I didn't, but I have to.
Yeah,
I
Get
really
Out
have
is
to.
definitely see that.
Yeah, what did you think of Jimmy Kimmel as the host?
I don't know. I just thought it was kind of boring. I mean, not specifically what he did, but him in general. Like Kimmel's a great guy.
That's what like a lot of the reviews were saying that too.
Yeah, I feel like we need someone with more energy. I think we need a woman.
We need Ellen DeGeneres again, guys. Ellen DeGeneres, I thought did a great job when she
was
hosted.
amazing, yeah.
We need to get her back. But yeah, I thought Jimmy Kimmel was good. He's like a good personality. He's a lot of fun.
He does have a good
He gets
personality.
along with the talent as well, which is really nice.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on him going over to across the street to surprise the viewing
Oh,
party?
that was so cool. If I was in that theater, I would have freaked out. Like, I would have gone crazy. I don't know what I would have done, honestly.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I couldn't even imagine.
That would be so cool.
Being
so
them,
cool.
they weren't expecting that at all. It was kind of interesting. So, yeah.
Yeah. And also another piece of movie news, The Incredibles 2 poster just got released, and it's of the family with tan lines of the mask, which is great. I'm so excited for this movie. I've been waiting for this movie forever since the first movie came out. I think it's been like 14 years, and I'm freaking out. Like, I think I cried when I saw the trailer that we're playing right now.
Yeah, this might sound a little crazy, but I actually haven't seen any of The Incredibles. I know it's kind of hard to believe, but I guess I should probably get on that.
I can't be friends with you, honestly.
Honestly, I love Disney. It's Disney, yeah. So I definitely have to get on that.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely watch it. I think you'll really like it. The animation is actually amazing for 2004. When I went back and rewatched it when I was older, I was like, wow, this looks like it was made today. Like, it's so beautiful.
So well done, yeah.
And it just looks so good. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see Elastigirl. Like, well, I guess you haven't seen it, but I'm so excited to see Elastigirl like in the forefront now. Like, we get to see more of her in action instead of Mr. Incredible.
Gotcha. Are you like a Disney movie fan?
Yes,
Is this one of your favorites?
Big. Yes, definitely. It's like in my top 10 movie list.
Okay, top 10.
Yeah.
That's pretty big.
Yeah.
Finding Nemo's #1 for me, I'd have to say.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Love it. Finding Dory was great.
Yeah, they did well with that. I'm very glad about that.
Yeah, oh my gosh. And again, my girl Ellen killed it as Dory. No, yeah, so that was very cool. But yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, so moving on to what is trending in TV. After signing off 2 years ago in 2016, after its insanely successful 15-year run on Fox, the popular singing reality show American Idol is back on ABC. In addition to Ryan Seacrest back as the host, the premise of the show remains the same, starting with the audition round, where contestants sing their heart out in front of 3 celebrity judges in hopes of receiving the prized golden ticket and hearing Idol's famous phrase, "You're going to Hollywood." The 2018 judging panel consists of pop superstar artist Katy Perry, country music favorite Luke Bryan, and music icon Lionel Richie. So, I'm so happy it's back.
Yeah.
Have you checked it out? Are you an Idol fan?
Not really. I remember The one episode that I did watch on TV, like when it aired on TV, because I've seen episodes like on reruns and stuff, but the episode I watched when it aired was the Pants on the Ground episode, like the night it aired.
Oh,
and
my
I was
God.
like, oh, this is awesome. Like, this is so funny.
Literally,
That was hilarious.
good one you watched too, because
Yeah.
that was literally all over the news. Like the talk, like people think American Idol and like
Pants
funny
on the
bad auditions. Everyone knows the song too. Like
Yeah.
everyone can recite that whole
Love
song.
that song.
But I'm pretty sure he passed away. Did you hear about that?
I heard he got killed, but I
my
heard then
God.
I then heard that was fake. I don't know.
I know, but I don't.
He was kind of
don't
older,
think he's
so.
with us anymore. But okay, so what are your thoughts on the new judges?
I don't really know the two guys, but like I know Katy Perry, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know the two guys very well.
Okay, Luke Bryan, are you a country? Would you say you're a country fan?
Not exactly. I've listened to some, but
Yeah.
I know Luke Bryan. I know him more than who's the other guy?
Lionel Richie.
I've heard of him.
Lionel
okay.
Richie's for the older generation. He's like, he's legendary.
Yeah.
People would say he's legendary for
Not
sure.
to me, I guess, but
Yeah,
yeah.
not for our generation. Maybe we won't know. But I personally, I think they're doing a good job. Katy Perry is definitely full of energy, spunk.
Yeah,
She's definitely
definitely.
vocal about her opinions. So I don't know if I would say she's taking. Like I like to compare them to the old judges.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out like who's.
I feel like she is kind of like a Simon.
because she's not afraid to tell it how it
Yeah.
is, you know. But she does it in like a nicer way. I mean,
Yeah, definitely.
everyone's
I think so,
a little
too.
bit nicer than Simon.
Simon's just
Yes. Luke Bryan, I would compare him to Paula Abdul.
Okay.
He's very like laid back, pretty calm. Always has something nice to say. He'll never
Yeah,
just
that's
like
good.
he'll never critique.
completely shut you down.
No,
Yeah.
never completely shut you down. It'll always be like, you're looking nice. Like,
At least
you're
you
dressed
get
the part. So yeah, he's definitely like the nicer one of the three of them. But Lionel is also really nice too. I feel like also because he's a father of two daughters,
Okay.
Nicole Richie and Sophia Richie. Have you heard of them?
I actually have, yeah. I've heard of all of them, I just don't know really.
So
who
I
they
feel
are.
like he kind of puts the contestants in the position as if like maybe they were his kids.
Yeah,
So
that's nice.
Yeah, like it's nice that he does that because he kind of like turns them down in a nicer way, you know. But he's also there to like really help them, and I feel like
Yeah, give them real advice.
yeah,
For,
the criticism, the constructive criticism that he gives back is, I think, really helpful to them. Even if they don't go through, he's always got something to say to make them go home and work on it and come
Yeah.
back. Also, because he has so much experience, like starting off young and, you know, around legends like Michael Jackson and Prince, he's constantly referencing. So to hear that kind of advice from him is just
That's big.
super
Yeah,
cool
definitely.
to apply to yourself, which is really nice. And of course, Ryan Seacrest is back. So
Yep.
that's good, keeping the show the same, which I personally love. I love Ryan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's always like, you know, he's always there calming everybody before they go, and of course comforting them when they come off. So he is literally an American Idol
He
staple.
is,
The show
yeah,
wouldn't be the
American
same if it
Idol.
wasn't for Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah, definitely.
So okay, a couple highlights on the show. I know you don't watch the show consistently, but I'm sure you've definitely heard about these because this has been all over the talk of the town. Have you heard of Ben Glaze, the kid who got kissed by Katy Perry?
I did hear about this, and I heard some controversy about it. I heard some people were kind of angry that she kissed him.
Yeah, so
that kind of thing.
basically what happened is there's this kid, Ben Glaze, who is actually a cashier at an electronics store, and his whole idea, this was like a whole plan of his. His idea is if he's the cashier, he's never been in a relationship, girls have to check out, so he'll talk to the girls when they check out. So he's like, that's my excuse to talk to girls. It's like a little trap that he has.
I should have known that
Yeah,
like years
so
ago.
guys, go get a job being a cashier. But so he's never been in a relationship before, and he's never had his first kiss. So, and he was gushing over Katy Perry before the
Yeah,
actual
I
show,
think I
before
would
he
be
was
too.
on. So Katy was like, "Listen, I'm gonna make this happen." She's like, "Come right over here," and he's like freaking out, as you can imagine. And this is all before he auditioned too. So like,
Yeah.
this is kind of like spiking his heart rate a little bit. So
She did it on purpose.
yeah. Oh, yeah. They had enough. So he went over, and she was like, "Okay, give me a kiss on the cheek," and he did, and she was like, "What? Like, I didn't even hear the smooch
Yeah, you gotta
sound."
make the
So she made him do it again, and when he went to do it, she turned her head and kissed him on the lips. And he like
Yeah,
fell to the
that's
ground.
shocking.
And,
Yeah, he actually did fall.
he
That
fell
was
to
crazy.
the ground. What would you do in that situation?
I don't know, honestly. I think I would be speechless.
Honestly, I'd walk out.
And it was
I feel
kind of
like I've
weird
had
when
it.
I was watching it. He's like, he's 19 and his name is Ben. I'm like, I'm 19. My name's Ben.
Yeah.
That's super weird.
Oh my gosh, you're
Yeah.
so right. No, but that's just one of the many highlights that they've had on the show so far. There were Battle of the Sisters, if you could check that out. It's Taryn Kosha and Peyton Taylor, which is really cool, as well as Michelle Susset.
Okay, she was amazing. I loved her.
She was crazy.
Yeah, she was
crazy,
very-
but like confident, cool. Got Katy Perry up to dance, and Katy Perry fell on the ground.
But I feel like that's what more contestants need to do. A lot of people are sure of themselves in their singing aspect, but they need to be an entertainer too. They need to
For sure, the whole
get
package.
get the audience or the judges into it. They need to get up and dance and just make a show out of it. Yeah.
Entertain, totally. So I'm feeling like this is definitely that year for Idol.
Yeah.
And who knows, we could get another Kelly Clarkson
Yeah.
out of this. So we'll
Be crazy.
see.
Hopefully. And now we have the first installment of Tony on the Green. Here it is.
Hi, my name is MCTV and I'm with Tony Cabral. Wait. Hi, my name is Tony Cabral and I'm with MCTV. And today we're going to hit the Marist College campus and ask people to find the fictional country of Wakanda on this map of Africa. Let's go check it out. Excuse me. Hi, hey. What's your name?
April Pensa.
All right, what's your name?
Ryan.
What is your name?
Nicole.
Nicole, hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Great. On this map of Africa, can you show me where the country of Wakanda is? Used in the Black Panther.
If I look at all the names of them, maybe.
Look around. Here, show me where Egypt is.
Right there.
All right, there's Egypt. Like this guy up here, he looks good. With his nice Nike sneakers and hoodie. Excuse me, sir! Can you show me where Kenya is? Yeah, there you go. What's your name? What year are you? Where are you from?
I'm from Long Island.
I haven't heard that one before.
I'm a junior.
You're a junior. Excellent. And how about Madagascar?
Right there.
Remember that movie? Did you like that movie? All right. Did you ever see the movie Black Panther?
Not.
You did not? Really? So you're not woke, is what you're trying to tell me, is you're not woke?
No, I'm not.
There you have it, folks. Marist campus, not woke at all. All right, Tim, can you point on this map of Africa where the country of Wakanda is?
No clue.
Where do you think it would be?
I don't know.
I mean, it's fine. I mean, I don't really know my African geography that well either. But on this map of Africa, could one of you guys point out where the great country of Wakanda is? South? Like right there? Here, yeah, here you go. Okay, find the country of Wakanda. North Africa, South Africa.
Gonna guess probably be in South.
South Africa, take a closer look, please. There you go. And how about the great country of Wakanda? Can you show me where Wakanda is? Wakanda.
Probably not. So one of these like small ones.
I'd say it's pretty small. All right, well, can you show me Egypt first? Just point for the camera where Egypt is. All right, Egypt's at the top. All right. All right, we're gonna go down the table. Around here, around the Nile. You think around like the Nile River? No. It's definitely. Do you think? All right, so Wakanda's on the river. Too close of a look.
It's like right here, somewhere around here, in the middle.
Anyway, so you can't point out where Wakanda is.
I cannot.
All right, well, Wakanda is a fictional country made up for the movie Black Panther, and it doesn't exist at all. Thanks for playing, though, Nicole. This is really great. All right, yeah, it doesn't exist. Wakanda,
Hell yeah.
but Wakanda, no. Did you give up? Well, you were not an idiot because it is an actual fake country, all right? Well, thank you very much, man. Wakanda doesn't exist at all. Why on earth would it be on there? Thank you very much. One of you guys, how many of you got? It is. All right, there you go. Well, thank you very much, sir. Thank you for playing. Man, these people, they're as white as the snow. It's awesome. All right, well, what if I were to tell you that Wakanda is a made-up country and that doesn't even exist at all? People are okay with that on campus. All right, well, thank you very much, April. Have a good day.
You too.
All right, so on this map of Africa, can you show me where the great country of Wakanda is?
Where it's like based on being?
What do you mean?
Because it's in the movie.
So does that mean it's not real?
Yeah, it's not real.
Peter, thank you very, very much. You're so great. Oh my gosh. One of the first people to actually admit that it doesn't exist. Faith in humanity restored.
Thanks for that, Tony. Moving on, here is another original sketch called Greg in the Sheets, Party Boy in the Streets. Take a look.
Get over here. Get out of here. I'm sick of your shit. Wake up, boy.
What's up, Greg? How's it going?
Yo, rise and shine. You guys could have just called me. Like, I have a phone,
But this was more fun.
You didn't have to... Alright, well, whatever. What's the plan for today? Alright, so what do you got me doing today?
We're gonna test your popularity. The real party boy, he was known to heckle, so I think it's time we let you try it.
You need to heckle that man right there.
He's looking all comfortable in his nice clothes.
Yeah, he looks
Beautiful.
He's a nice looking man. What's wrong with you?
God damn.
Creepy. God damn. Go make us proud.
We'll get him.
I'll try. Hey man.
Hey man, how's it going?
Good. You got a really nice coat on. And it looks good on you. You look comfortable.
I am comfortable.
You know, I don't see many people, combining style and comfort like you're doing right now. And I have to say, man, you're doing a great...
Oh shit.
What the f... Yo.
What did you do? Did you get his wallet or anything? You might have some money in there.
No, there's...
I can't believe you, man. You killed him.
Yo, Kyle, can you calm down? Calm down. So what happened?
I was just...
So you want to explain this, or?
Well, I just kind of came up to him and I started heckling him like you said. I told him he had a nice coat, he looked stylish and comfortable.
You know that's not heckling, right? Heckling's like be mean.
I can't do that.
But, like, that's what Party Boy does. Like, so,
Hold on.
try it on this guy. He's boxing the road. He's obviously kind of weird.
Hey man, what's up? Sick moves.
You can't keep doing that.
I don't mean to. It just
killed him.
It just happens.
Like,
Killed another man in 2 in 1 day. 2 in like 10 minutes.
that's like a record or something.
This is bad. This is really bad.
Yeah. You should definitely just never mention this again.
How many people have you touched?
The budget's getting a little too high at this point. So, let's try it one more time. Think we can find some random guy who just, like, deserves it?
I think I can get used to this.
Really shouldn't. A lot of budget.
You guys look delicious.
Oh, no.
Today was a good day. Oh, nice one.
We'll be right back with another Blazer Report and Professor Adam Zaretsky.
The biggest talent search in history.
You've got this, baby. Got a dream to take them there.
I've wanted this for so long.
American Idol on America's Network, ABC.
Live from Studio A, it's the Blazer Report. With Eliza Grata and Juliana Zatarain.
Hi, and welcome to the Blazer Report. I'm Juliana Zatarain.
And I got a haircut.
In old memes, Jeremy Meeks, aka Hot Felon, aka Felon Bay, is expecting his first child with Topshop heiress Chloe Green. Meeks became the subject of several thirsty memes when his 2014 mugshot went viral after being arrested for felony weapon charges. Well, now that guy is out of jail, a model, divorced his wife for this heiress, and somewhat abandoned his son. Wow, this proves that America really is the land of opportunity. Regardless of your past, even if you were a criminal and a douchebag who ditched his wife and kid, you can still rise to the top. As long as you look like the love child of Matt Bomer and Mike Lealy.
In other news, giraffes have slipped onto the endangered species list due to habit deconstruction and poaching. Giraffes have already silently gone extinct from 7 countries in Africa. Imagine a world with no giraffes. We're gonna have no one to look up to. It's really serious though, actually.
Cosmopolitan magazine is defending its record on empowering women after Walmart decided to pull the magazine from its checkout lines around the country following concerns raised by a conservative media watchdog. The National Center on Sexual Exploitation, or the NCOS, celebrated a victory on Tuesday when Walmart announced it would no longer stock Cosmo at the checkout aisles of its more than 5,000 stores. Gotta make room for those guns somehow, right? The superstore was praised by those who sided with the NCOs, claiming that it was the right family-friendly decision. That's funny, because the one time I was in a Walmart, a guy came into the store wearing only a string mankini, and this alone wasn't the most family-friendly sight, but like, he was 5'4" and 300 pounds, and it looked like a rubber band stretched to the breaking point around an oversized marshmallow. But yeah, Walmart, this pic of Cardi B is way worse than that.
Former Disney star Caroline Sunshine from Shake It Up joins Trump's press office. Don't recognize her because she's clearly not Zendaya? Well, she played Tinka Heffenhesser, who was German or something. Again, I do not know. But the point is that the 22-year-old just landed a job at the White House as the press assistant. She is now partly responsible for providing information to the world regarding Trump's beliefs, activities, and actions. And this girl couldn't even do a convincing European accent, let alone dress well.
President Trump on Wednesday tweeted that he had been briefed about the start of our southern border wall and included pictures depicting construction for the project. But there was one slight problem with the announcement. The images tweeted by the president were not even of his long-promised wall. They were of a months-long project to replace already existing portions of a wall along Calihico, California. Honestly, at this point, I don't even think he knows he's lying anymore. So let's just show him some random picture of a fence and he'll be like, perfect.
Facebook has updated its privacy policies, making it easier to find and edit personal information that the company can hold. After its scandal with Cambridge Analytica, Facebook lost close to $80 billion in market value. I'm honestly surprised Facebook hasn't gone down a long time ago, what with its only users being middle-aged aunts, grandmothers, and people scamming grandmothers. And make sure you like us on our MCTV Facebook page.
In Montgomery, Alabama, heartbroken locals held a candlelight vigil for a Taco Bell that burned down. Sounds like it's nacho ordinary vigil. About 100 people came to remember the OK customer service and long wait line for the oh so delightful Baja Blasts and $5 quesadilla box, according to the Facebook event page. Taco Bell, we will always miss you. You will forever remain in our memories, our hearts, and our arteries.
An ad on Groupon shocked customers when a pair of shoes used to describe the color. The shoes were stocked in black, brown, and brown. Wait, I didn't say the word, I swear. Stop bleeping me, Jared!
The world's largest dating app for gay men, Grindr, now offers users the option to get reminders when they're due for an HIV test. The dating app also offers free ads for HIV testing sites. To research this further, we tried to log onto the app, so here's an actual picture of me when I logged onto Grindr. And for the Blazer Report, I'm Juliana Zatarain.
And I'm Eliza Grata. Have a good night, everyone.
You may think that thing looks human, but the thing we keep in there, it's an animal.
I can either save him or let him die. Whatever this thing is, you need it. So you just tell me what to do.
The shape of water.
Welcome back to the show. Our guest tonight has done many interesting things in the media realm over his life. Please give a warm welcome to this week's guest, Professor Adam Zaretsky.
Thank you.
Welcome, Professor.
I'm here in 3D. It's good to see you.
How are you doing?
Guys? Oh, I'm great.
Good to have you.
Thank you. I feel a little awkward because I had too many Altoids.
Oh no, don't
okay.
feel awkward. This is a nice environment.
Tell me what's going on here.
So this is Studio A from MCTV, a show that's been running for like 2.5 seasons, pretty much.
It's an entertainment show, so we talk everything from what's trending in music, movies, TV. We have a little comedy sketch that we have, and we're lucky enough to have you too, so maybe you could bring some comedy.
I'll try my best. All right, so hit me.
So, what do you do around campus?
Around campus, one of my favorite things to do, I mean, I teach a lot of digital toolbox and video, but I'm kind of into this experimental video production course, which is more about like VJing, really whacking things with special effects and kind of like non-linear thinking.
Yeah, I think I walked into that class the other day.
It's a little bit of a tornado, like. We're also working on kind of anti-aesthetics. So like the opposite of really well done, polished work. We're sort of working with like YouTube poop and remashing. So like, like vaporwave aesthetics, kind of jarring things that go in the night and just like, actually everything you learned in school to be a good media production person, we try to unlearn you before you get out of here. It's kind of an effective thing.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay,
I remember,
so you're very big with media, obviously, media studies. How would you say the media manipulates us?
Oh my goodness. Well, mostly it's about like overcharging your brain, right? Your brain has like only so much battery power, so if you overcharge it, it kind of gets blitzed. So there's a media blitz that's like, it's just 24/7. You know what I mean?
Thankfully, we have the props here.
Yeah, you watch CNN and you like see like 67 different videos at once, right?
That's true.
It's kind of like this blip-vert thing that's just like, it basically wipes your slate clean over and over. You become like this blank slate, and then slowly but surely you become impeded, almost like junk mail. You become junk mail.
Oh, that's good.
Right?
Our
It's kind of okay. I mean, I actually appreciate the emptiness of American propaganda because, like, nobody believes it, and that's okay. But not just that, but we're all kind of pre-erased and overdubbed too many times. So we're all, like, basically entering into a period of where consciousness is actually just noise. And in some ways, that's Buddhist. So, like, I have, like, Fox and CNN to thank for like making us all more like Buddha, like empty slates, kind of like over erased blackboards.
It's a good way to think about it.
Never looked at it that way.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Well, you're welcome.
We'll take that home.
So, yeah, I'm working on a project.
Oh yeah.
I think you guys know. I'm trying to make transgenic human babies.
Yeah.
I've been working on this kind of slowly because you don't want to rush in where angels fear to tread. But so I'm slowly encroaching where angels fear to tread. Now, I'm hoping to develop some plasmids with CRISPR constructs, which means like germline engineer some human babies. And I'm glad to help the human race become more obsolete in a way. I'm not actually trying to enhance us. I just wanted to let you know that it's important that we
start something new.
Well, also something new, something old, but also something useless. More useless than we already are.
Okay.
So I'm working on this.
So you think robots are going to take over the world?
Well, no, there's this race between AI and genetically modified humans, right? So will AI take over with the robots, or will it be like humans enhanced to fight against the robots that they created? And that's kind of sci-fi-ish, but I think the humans can win because flesh is actually more contagious than machine. Now I know machines
I see what you mean.
Okay.
Yeah,
I understand that.
So we're virulent. We're suspect. We're mortal.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you were most recently in the Netherlands for a project, correct?
Oh yeah.
So can you tell us a little about what was going on there?
Oh wow, it's so nice to have a place to just unload. Okay, so while I was in the Netherlands, let me just fix this.
Okay.
There we go. Sorry.
It's okay.
Take your time.
Beauty moment.
Yeah, of course.
All right, while I was in the Netherlands, I had this most amazing scene. Okay, what happened? I went to the University of Leiden, and the idea was to do this lab where I took DNA from salmon sperm and DNA that was random hexamers. It was kind of a comparison between whatever's in the sperm of salmon and just totally random permutated DNA that doesn't come from any organism, but is sort of made by a computer in a sequencer, and mix it with cocoa butter
Oh my God.
and Drano. And as you mix it with cocoa butter and Drano, the DNA enters into the fat of the cocoa butter through the acid clinging to the base, and you add a little calcium chloride in it. It gets kind of like boba, boba tea, those little... Those little...
Like the bubble tea?
Yeah, the bubble tea has those little bobas in it.
They freak me out a little bit.
Yeah,
not
they're
gonna
made
lie.
of tapioca, but imagine this on a nano level, these boba balls of sperm DNA from a salmon and random hexamers. And if you mix it correctly, if you rough up your skin a little bit and rub it on, it becomes a salmon sperm DNA liposuction massage cream.
Oh.
Okay.
Which is probably a beauty product if you're Bausch and Lomb, but in reality, this is scary. That's the DNA from the salmon sperm will go into the cells of the people's bodies, into the center of the nuclei of the people's bodies, and possibly make their skin part salmon sperm DNA or male salmon's DNA genome stuff.
Just turn my hand into a salmon.
Well, I don't know. It doesn't take so
Maybe,
well.
yeah.
It's not really targeted. But the idea is this is how you would do it if you wanted to make a topical massage cream that also made your skin transgenic.
Okay.
So you could rub on, elephant hair DNA and
So would this
get
be
it in
sold
there.
in stores?
I did actually think of marketing it. Now, the first thing is to figure out how to do it. So what they did is they set me up with this great lab. They brought in all the equipment. They brought me a big jar of salmon sperm DNA, like this much.
Nice.
And then they set me up with this biosafety officer, and he comes in and he says, okay, listen, you can't do any of this. You just absolutely can't do any of this. He was like, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what's safe and what's not. You're actually kind of crazy. We don't trust you. And we don't trust our students to do anything in the lab. And certainly no student is allowed to rub anything on another student in the lab. And you are not allowed to rub our students at all.
Okay.
Okay.
And I was like, just like that.
Yeah.
I said, okay. The students were stupefied. The guy who brought me in was like, what? You're not going to have a big conniption? The guy called me kind of an American cowboy. I was like, that's neat. I got called a U.S. cowboy. But I was like, guess what? I respect your space, dude. If you say I can't do it, I'm not going to do it. So then I just gave everyone a little cocoa butter and some salmon sperm DNA, and
as a little souvenir.
Yeah, I kind of said, do it yourself. Here's the recipe. Go home and do it, because you're allowed to do this at home with over-the-counter products. You can buy a little bit of Drano and mix it with some cocoa butter and some.
We should do that.
I don't know where you
So
get
it's
the
like
salmon sperm.
do-it-yourself science is like
where
citizen
you-
science. Do you know what I mean? Citizen science, do-it-yourself science means you can just do it. You don't have to ask the biosafety officer, but you can't do it in a biolab.
Oh.
But I took all the stuff and shoved it in my bag, and I went to an art school the next day, and I get to the art school, and this guy's taking his shirt off and scrubbing his belly with like a wire brush, like, let's get it going on. This is an art school.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
They have like a little bio lab at the art school, and they're like, you got the salmon sperm DNA? We heard about your lab. It didn't work out over there at the college in the lab, huh?
Bring it here.
Yeah, like, and people are like taking their shirts off and rubbing each other and kind of like just getting covered in the goop. Like, they're like, hit me, you know? And so I was like, wow, it seems as if there's more freedom to experiment with your body in art school than there is in the biolab.
Yeah, I imagine so.
And that's kind of confusing, though, because you'd think biolabs are places where they do a lot of experiments. They do. They do them on hospitals. They don't want to talk about how experimental they are because got a lot of human subjects, and they have to sign forms. There's permits. Whereas artists are just like, I hang myself from hooks, so what the hell is this?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Well, Netherlands sounds like it was a lot of fun. Would you say that?
Very interesting.
Interesting, yeah. You got to do some of the stuff you wanted to do, maybe not all of it. Would you say that was maybe the most interesting thing that's ever happened on a trip for you?
Oh, no.
Oh.
No.
Oh, no.
I mean, like, I'm not oversharing here with you guys. We're just here for an hour, right? But, like, oh, heavens, no. No, but I mean,
what's the top craziest thing that you've ever done or experienced on a trip?
That you can legally speak about.
Correct.
Now that's rough.
Filter it.
Yeah, right? I'm trying to filter. I'm not so good at that, so I'm like,
Most memorable thing.
okay, I've got. There was a nice thing. I went to out to near San Jose in the Silicon Valley, up in the mighty hills, to the Jurassic residency, and they put you up for like 4 weeks, and they pay for all your food, 3 meals a day. They have a cook, and you just do pretty much what you want. And my idea was to catch a centipede and get the DNA out of the centipede and mix it with human sperm and make centisperm, right? Okay. So I actually went out in the woods and I caught the centipede, and I like ground it up and got the DNA out of it, and I put it with human sperm in an electroporator, which is like a method of transgenesis. It's a way of getting DNA into the center of cells.
Okay.
Something I'm kind of into,
cool.
right?
Yeah.
I like to do it with lipofection, like get the fat and sort of carry the DNA into the middle of cells. I like microinjection, which is little tiny picoliters of DNA injected individually into cells, like boop, 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 boop. And then I like biolistics, which is shooting into cells.
Okay.
You can shoot a nanoparticle gun into a bunch of tissue culture, or into like a rat's abdomen or something, and poof, it's kind of like a blowgun, but on a nano level. And then there's electroporation. And this is just like what I was doing to you. You shock the hell out of the cells.
Yeah.
And
For those that don't know, before the show started, he actually hooked us up and shocked us. It was bad. It hurt. My arm's still tingling, actually. It was
my
for,
arm was
like 5 minutes, too.
I hope I didn't get any of that salmon sperm DNA lipofection massage cream on those little shock pallets.
I hope not.
Otherwise, you guys might be transgenic right now.
I'm gonna wake up tomorrow.
Yeah, you're gonna be like Wolverine. You're totally that guy,
Oh,
the Thing.
interesting.
Right?
Oh yeah, the big
Made of rock.
Are we going to turn into like a salmon?
Yeah, maybe.
Salmon man.
Sorry about the transgenic arms, guys.
It's okay. You know, we're your not first test subject, but
Yeah.
first
So,
on camera.
what happened with this was weird. I made centisperm.
Okay.
Right? I made this human sperm that had centipede DNA in it. And so I asked around at the residency, but nobody wanted to have a centisperm baby.
Mm-hmm.
It was like artificial insemination, but no. And so I thought, I know, I'll use it as a glaze. I'll glaze a donut with it.
Not the first thing that comes to my mind.
Well, I mean, it's just a natural progression. Like, nobody wants this for reproduction, so I'll turn it into a food.
Glazed donut, okay.
Nobody wanted a bite of that either. Can you believe it?
Surprising.
Honestly,
Right?
Honestly.
Yeah. So then my next obvious maneuver was to make a sculpture out of clay of Uranus's castrated penis.
Okay.
So,
we're on TV.
Yeah. Well, no.
The cameras are still rolling.
This is Greek mythology, okay? So apparently Uranus's penis was cut off by his son because he insulted his mother. So I made this sculpture. It's like Greek mythology. It's very classical, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I glazed the castrated penis of Uranus with centisperm.
I think we're going to have to cut this conversation off.
Do you have that in here? Can
me
you
see.
show us?
So.
Yeah, moving on to
Your
this
props bucket.
Props you
Oh, yeah.
This is the torture device.
Are you getting shy?
We're not doing that now.
Yeah, we can put this back away.
Show us what else is in there.
Hold on, let's see. I can do a wardrobe change with you guys. Let's see. This was
Okay.
Here, this is very important. Skylar, you can try this on as a hat.
Okay.
There you go. Okay. And then
Don't know if I want this on my
let's
face.
see.
I think this
Try
is
this
cool.
one.
Oh,
Yeah, you can just
virtual
use it as,
reality.
What's that one?
This one might be okay. Here, you can look through here.
Nice shirt.
I do have a much more nice.
Oh.
You asked for the most weirdest shit.
I remember this.
All right. So,
This guy's cool.
yeah, I was gonna VJ for you guys tonight, but I'm a little bit,
This isn't doing much.
Let's see.
Very blurry.
Oh man. All right, I need one of them. You take your favorite.
Okay, I'll take this. You can take that.
Okay, here, you put this on.
Okay. Sounds good.
Let me see. Where's the armhole on this thing?
Is this what you wear when you're doing your experiments?
Generally.
Okay.
Okay, we don't need the bucket so much. Just slide that over there.
This is like a virtual reality.
So let's get real.
Okay.
Okay, so can I talk about a little bit? Because I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but I have a sort of rock star life.
I can tell.
You know, it's not so much here.
I can tell by the jacket.
I'm not as 4D as I am around the world, but I'm pretty 4D. So my plans are like this. You wouldn't believe it. It's crazy. Like I'm getting published. I'm doing presentations all over the world. I'm going crazy, but this summer, I go to Thailand.
Awesome.
And I'm trying to do augmented reality underwater.
Oh,
This
I
is
would
the
love that.
stupidest idea. No, it's like you're in this mask and you can half see the totally cool fish in the coral in Thailand, but the other half you're seeing like eye candy motion tracked GPS signal head VR crud, and you can't even see if there's a shark coming or anything. You're like, someone's
okay.
VJing to you, or you're VJing to yourself, and you're like,
It sounds dangerous.
it's stupid. Why would you snorkel with a bunch of eye candy?
It sounds cool though.
Well, it's kind of like Snapchat meets underwater, right? So like real-time Snapchat. Basically, you know.
Can't hear me.
This is strange, but I think you're aware, right? We're going to be wearing goggles for the rest of our life that actually have like our screen in them, like see-through LCD screens or these projections on them, or this sort of like, it's coming on pretty strong. And the idea is this. I can look at you, and I'll see it'll motion track your faces, and it'll put elephant trunks on them, like a Snapchat filter.
What's the point of that?
Well, I'd walk around and I'd be like, everybody's an elephant, ho, 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 right? You'll be looking, and you'll like just erase everybody's face unless you like have already made them your friend. Anyone who's not your friend will have like a blank face.
Oh.
You could even make it so their heads disappear.
Ooh,
Only
that'd be
schizophrenics
cool.
can do that so far. But you could walk around and nobody will have a head. It's super relaxing if you have anxiety, right? So it's therapeutic. But I'm talking about augmented reality means like, yeah, you'll look into someone who likes eyes and they'll turn into rainbows and start to drip out. You'll be like, I love you. So this is the future of the screen, is it's going to be right here. It's going to be stuck on your face. And your kids are never going to come out and they're always going to turn you into like rainbows that can't speak. You'll be like, did you remember? And they'll be like, rainbows that can't speak, ha!
So is that what you're going to eventually try to figure out? Or?
Well, we're trying to make some augmented reality underwater, but you know, like it's a do-it-yourself thing in Thailand on a tropical island. It's run by this guy, Andy Quitmeyer, and he's sort of like, he did Hacking the Wild.
Oh.
It was like this thing where he's like trying to survive with a computer on a desert, you know.
Oh.
It's totally dumb. So the idea is like, we try to do it for pretty cheap, you know, like $2 or $3 grand's worth of stuff. We go to the jungle and nothing works, and we get like a little bit out of it, but we have a ball, right? We're snorkeling every day. And they set up like a 3-hole sustainable miniature golf course as like a central table. We'll VJ wirelessly, maybe wirelessly HDMI through our computer to like a little LCD screen with like a one-way mirror inside of a scuba goggles.
Wow, well, that's something to look forward to. Very excited about the future. Thank you for all of that.
Awesome. Yeah, if we don't get shocked underwater, we'll be okay.
Let's try not to do that, yeah.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much to Professor Zaretsky for coming on. Yeah, fortunately. And thank you so much to Skyler Caruso for hosting with me tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Skylar, you're going to cut that entire Sentence Bird thing?
It's been fun.
It has been very fun.
Oh! I'll be all right. Okay, so...
If you... If you missed the For the Record gallery in the Student Center, you can still check it out on their website at maristftr.com. So be sure to check that out. The team truly did an awesome job, so go check out their work.
Nice.
Did you see it?
No.
Oh, check it out.
What is it? Tell me what it is.
You can also see our show on Marist Movies and our YouTube page, MCTV HD. Don't forget to like us on Facebook.
For Studio A, I'm Skylar Caruso.
And I'm Ben Ward. Have a good night, everyone.